Now this right here is a great way to kick off Monday, guys. Check it out. It's currently about 1:30 p.m. on the East Coast, and Nvidia stock's up almost 4%, and it's breaking out of the channel that we've been talking about here on the YouTube channel. So guys, we have to do an update on the charts, some news that we just got, what I'm looking to do, and of course, don't worry, we'll break down the indexes, which by the way, all of them are in the red right now, and the VIX is up over 10%. So yeah, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and before we dive into the video, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit, and for now, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY, which guys, that's unheard of. That's the best deal right now. So again, check out the link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So yeah, up over 4% or right around 4% right now in the midst of a red day across the board here, at least in the U.S. stock market. This is very good news, technically speaking, for Nvidia, and I want to break down some news later in the video around China. An analyst that just upgraded Nvidia, yet again, another analyst, right? So make sure to stick on throughout the video. So we opened up at around $124 per share, and guys, we've been moving throughout the day. We ripped right at open, saw a bit of a pullback shortly thereafter, and then we just continued pushing all throughout up until today, and it's currently about, like I said, 1:30 p.m. on the East Coast. So with today's move, we almost hit 130. Who knows? By the time you're watching this video, maybe Nvidia already hit 130. And we took out the highs from last week, which you guys can see here on the 5-day, 5-minute. And on the 10-day chart now, we officially took out the highs from the end of September, which is very good news. End of September, we hit around $127 per share. Now we broke out of that again, almost hitting 130. It looks like the high officially on the day so far is $129.70. So we plowed right through that high from the end of September, which shows strength in the bulls here. Momentum's building up. And we actually hit a high on the 1-hour chart, the 20-day 1 hour as well, which is very good news here for the bulls, right? And what makes it even better, guys, are you ready for this? We've been talking about this channel for a while here on YouTube, which, by the way, make sure to subscribe to the channel here, guys. We're almost at 40,000 subscribers. Talk about a milestone. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Take a look at this. Do you all remember this channel? Well, now we're officially getting out of it. Very good news. We can see we've been in this channel for, a good couple of months. Let me actually get rid of these arrows I drew. I'm not sure what the heck I'm doing here, guys. Maybe I'm just too excited for the video. We can see, boom, lower high, lower high, lower high. You guys see that right there. Another one right here. But now, instead of putting in another lower high, boom, we're breaking out, taking out the highs from the end of September, which is really good news, right? And now it looks like we want to go for the highs from the end of August, which that is the big breakout spot. If we're able to get out of 130, 132, which we're testing it now, we're pretty much right there, guys. That's where Nvidia could really start going all-time highs, maybe even higher by the end of the year potentially. Not guaranteed. Do your own research, yada, yada, yada. But for me, guys, that's what I've been saying. I've been predicting 140 to 145 by the end of this year, maybe even higher. And it looks like we could be getting ready. We're gearing up for exactly that, which I'm so pumped for that, guys, here, as obviously I'm a shareholder. I know a lot of you guys are. Let me know in the comments your thoughts here on that. Do you think we're going to all-time highs? Where do you own Nvidia stock? I'm curious. And by the way, where are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments. If you're in the United States, what state? If you're out of the U.S., what country you're watching this video from? Cheers, by the way. I appreciate all my viewers as always. So, yeah, that's what we're looking like on the charts right now, which is really good news. And like I said, we got another bullish call from an analyst. Let me pull this up and show you guys exactly what I'm looking at here. So a Melius research analyst says, quote, you still get some eye rolls when you reiterate this buy, but the setup for Nvidia shares is still pretty darn good, which, hey guys, I can't disagree there. I agree wholeheartedly, right? So let's come down here a little bit more and see what this analyst says. So Melius research analyst Ben writes this. I'm probably butchering this guy's name. He wrote in a note to clients that, like I said in the intro there, you still get some eye rolls when you reiterate this buy, but the setup here is still pretty darn good, and history suggests that the stock could perform better in the final few months of the year, he noted, which we've covered that before, which it looks like here the Semiconductor Exchange Traded Fund from VanEck, ticker symbol SMH, which I've covered before on this channel, has gained an average 9.4% on average across the past 14 fourth quarters, while it's only risen, 2.6% on average in the third quarter. And this goes back to what I've said. Nvidia stock, the company does well in the fourth quarter, first quarter, which then gets reflected in the stock. And that's, it looks like, across a bunch of the companies in the SMH index. So, guys, I'm telling you, man, fourth quarter, first quarter, it could be great. Not guaranteed, but it could be great historically speaking. Again, let me say it again. The SMH ETF has gained 9.4% on average in the past 14 fourth quarters, which is pretty good. And he said, we expect things to perk up more into year-end given indications for strong AI spending on training and inferencing, still driven by, of course, Nvidia. He said also OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, Meta, the whole nine yards are accelerating the release of more useful AI products which drive increased usage and catalyze consumption, right? So clearly he's still very bullish. He also said on a company-specific level, he's encouraged by Nvidia's valuation. The stock is still the second cheapest stock in our group on a PE, price-to-earnings growth basis at only one-time conservative 2025 estimates, he wrote. And he also said, we believe investors will gain more confidence that 2026 is a strong growth year when we hear more about improvements in the new Rubin chip slated for calendar 2026 year when CEO Jensen Huang speaks at his GTC show in March 2025. Not only will these catalysts make $5 in earnings per share power look doable, but then focus could start to shift to much higher EPS figure than that long term, which is really good news. So another bullish analyst yet again, and he actually has a buy rating, obviously. Who would have thought, right? And a $165 price target on Nvidia stock. And on top of that, guys, there's a lot going on in China. We've covered this before. There's a lot of tensions, I guess you can say, between China, the U.S., artificial intelligence, the sanctions we've covered before, and now Chinese authorities have actually informally advised local companies to use domestic-made AI chips over those from Nvidia, according to two sources familiar with the matter, as alternative suppliers on the mainland look to catch up with the U.S. tech giant. And while there's no official ban on Nvidia's China-tailored H20 graphics processing units, GPUs, the sources said mainland AI chip users have been informed to prioritize deployment of local alternatives, including those developed by Huawei Technologies. And I was reading that I think Nvidia cut the prices by about 10% on the China-tailored H20 graphics to compete more with Huawei. We'll see how that goes moving forward. But at the end of the day, guys, when it comes to AI powering these massive data centers, right, the reality is they're gonna go with whatever company has the best chips, even if the mainland authorities are pretty much telling the companies there to use Huawei or other competitors to Nvidia. Unless there's a 100% ban from the CCP, which who knows, that could happen. I think these Chinese companies are still going to opt for the H20s, right? Nvidia's GPUs, Blackwell, all of that. I think that's the case. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that is what's going to happen here moving forward. The best company with the best chips, they're going to prevail, right? And that happens to be, of course, Nvidia. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about everything that we just covered. Make sure to run the likes up and, of course, to subscribe. And if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio and you want to support the channel a little bit more here, check out the Patreon. That's pinned in the comment section down below. I'm posting all my real-time moves in my Patreon portfolio where I'm actually adding money every single week. I just actually bought stock today, guys, and I put an update in there today. So make sure you guys check it out. There's also a Discord. I'm also posting charts and ideas in there throughout the week. So that's on Patreon, link down below, also pinned in the comment section. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video.